Out here in Kentucky, scouting. Just loaded up my four-wheeler to go look at this farm and busted out my other back window. Always freaking something. Done rolled my four-wheeler this morning. Didn't quite have enough to fix it. It's a little after 5. I'm out here on some public land in Ohio. There's a spot I've been wanting to look at the last couple of years. But I never did it. Got probably almost a mile walk. But it looks like it could be jam up. A lot of the bucks I was seeing last year that I couldn't get on daylight on one property that I have permission on. This is one area that maybe they could come from. Guess I'm gonna grunt a little bit. I would bleat. Don't have my bleat call. Somebody stole it. They stole my climber. It's a little bit thicker than I expected in here. Tripped walking in and face planted and my claw part of my climber hit me in the back of the head. Probably gave me 2 concussions. That call's brand new. Sounds kind of odd, I think. There goes a buck hauling butt. The buck just jogged by on this ridge up here. I don't know if I got him on film or not. He was big, but it looked like he maybe only had 1 antler or something. Kind of strange. I should have walked a little bit further and got on the other side of this saddle. The wind switched and he was straight downwind of me. It was cool seeing him anyway. Anytime you can pick out a spot on an X and walk into it in the dark and see deer, it's pretty cool. It's a little after 10 o'clock. I'm gonna get down, scout around. There's 4 or 5 saddles deep back in here. And a big hub where 4 or 5 ridges come together. Well, I was coming out yesterday and about where I cut into the gas line, I counted like 12 or 15 rubs and 4 or 5 scrapes right there on the edge of the gas line. I decided I'll probably try there this morning, find me a tree to ease up, and I bet you I see something. Might not get it in bow range, but can't kill them on the couch. Deer were out in full dang force this morning driving here. Saw probably 15 or 20 deer on the side of the road, 2 real nice bucks. Almost hit like a 130-inch 10-pointer, just standing in the middle of the road. Standing on that show side. Y'all's as hard as me, you look naughty. Tall grass up here where it gets flat. A few beds up in that grass. 2 different deer walking around in here before dark. I can hear them behind me in the leaves. Both of them were booners. Could be a good morning. It's definitely not my normal archery setup, but I did a lot of walking yesterday and this is the best sign I found. So something tells me most of it's made at night, but it's hard to say. I could have set up to see more, but you get to a point of diminishing returns when you're bow hunting. Rather be in a tree that's hidden a little bit. Only shoot so far, so not high off the ground. I'm tucked up against these branches behind me a little bit. I got my leafy suit. But just one of those situations where you make the best of what you got to work with. There's a deer walking up behind me. Never mind, it was a squirrel. that spike just bedded down right over there. Out here swatting mosquitoes in November in Ohio. Just walked down in this creek bottom over on this public. It's so steep I couldn't even carry a camera and a trail camera, but walked down there, and then I walked down the creek until I found a spot where 3 or 4 drains come together. You'd almost maybe call it like a drain hub or something. But anyway, just a freaking beat down trail, and found a ton of scrapes. The tree I ended up picking out, you can probably shoot the, well, I might not shoot all of them, but there's probably 6 or 8 scrapes within 40 yards of it. Been being tore up. Put a camera on it. That'll definitely be an option here in the future. Next few days. Need an east wind, but I may figure out a way to come in the other end and where I can hunt an east or west wind. Like, probably wouldn't hunt the same spot, but I'm sure that trail just keeps on going. Anyway, this afternoon I'm gonna go check one other public spot that I've done good in the past, and then decide what to do. I just don't want to burn up my private while it's hot, but stuff I'm finding on public looks just as good or better than what I've got on private. So anyway, go keep at it. All right, I had an absolute giant show up last night. Basically, he's locked down with that doe. If I can see that doe, I'll probably see him. So I got to loop around like a mile, mile and a half on this public, because I don't want to walk through the thick stuff. Get up on this ridge above them and drop down straight down to my spot. So chances are I'm gonna bust my butt a couple times, because it is like a freaking mountain. Like, you can probably sit down and slide 50 yards at a time. Wind's good, but I mean, I hate hunting in bottoms because it can swirl, but it's November 7th. Is every time to be a little bit aggressive, it's right now. So heard that doe coming and just waited. Then she walked right up on him, then he took off after her. Tried to grab my phone and dropped it. That doe just bedded down right there in that creek bank. I hear another deer coming up the hill. That's the big one. That's that big one. Oh my God. Holy crap. Holy crap. What's he doing? I gotta think he's probably looking for her. Following right behind her. Wind shifted. It took off again. Dang it. That doe came in here like she was hiding from that freaking giant buck. Come in here and snuck down. Got in the creek bank. A few minutes later, I hear him following her. About that time, the wind switches, and I don't know if she got up and ran because the wind switched, or because she knew he had her. But he was standing out there at 50, 60 freaking yards. He was huge. Dang it, man. That deer was a giant. He was huge. Crazy thing was, I had done dozed off. I was so cold. I was trying to put my hands in my armpits and cover my nipples too, because my nipples were so hard they were hurting. Hindsight's 20/20, but I wish I'd have played a little bit safer and didn't call. Chances are that buck either would have bumped that doe and pushed her this way, or bedded down over there and waited for her to get up. But I've had it happen before when I know that's what happened. But if you think about it, I grunt, thinking I'm gonna get that buck to come over here. But now that doe thinks that she's got a buck on either side of her. So when she gets up to run, she's not gonna run toward the other buck. She's gonna run away. Kind of screwed myself, I feel like. Honestly, might just start leaving calls at the house. But I know as soon as I do, that's when you'll need one. It's hard to be smart about it in situations, at the time. I ain't had my phone since about 8 o'clock to know what time it was. But y'all comment below what time you think it is. I think it's probably close to 11. Whoever gets the closest time to what time it is when I pick up my phone, I'll send you a free ad, but we'll travel ad.